Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
My name is Parampreet Kaur. I am your speaking examiner for today. Sitting in front of me is Gagandeep Singh. His candidate ID is 12345. For the purpose of this test, this entire speaking would be recorded. I shall be asking you questions in three parts. First part is the very basic or introductory part. Then comes the cue card part, in which you need to speak for at least 2 minutes. You will get 1 minute of extra time to prepare your notes. And then comes the follow part, which is related to the cue card part only. Right?
Okay.
Okay, are you feeling comfortable?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall we begin the test? May I see your identity, please?
Of course, here is my passport. Please look at it.
Right. Okay, shall we begin the test?
Okay, ma'am.
Right. Please introduce yourself.
Good morning, ma'am. First of all, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Gagandeep Singh. I am from Ludhiana, which is well known among the visitors and the dwellers of my hometown because of its rich culture and heritage. Recently, I have completed my senior secondary education with flying colors, and now I am preparing for my further studies. I am a goal oriented person. I am fond of traveling, exploring new places, and meeting different kinds of people. And my long term goal is to become a successful person in the forthcoming times by opening my own restaurant. That's all about me.
Okay, how may I address you?
You may address me by my first name, Gagan.
Okay, Gagan. Let's talk about social media. Do you or your friends like using social media?
Well, as nowadays I have hectic schedule, so I do not prefer to use too much social media. But on the other hand, my friends always prefer to spend a lot of time on social media websites.
Do you want to work in social media?
No, I do not think so that I can work in social media websites because I strongly believe that it is not a cup of tea for me to work in these websites because I don't have any kind of interest in it.
So, where would you like to work then?
Well, I would like to work in other streams, such as I would like to work in restaurant because I have good culinary skills, as well as with the assistance of working in restaurant, I can earn handsome salary as well as can.
Okay, what's the most popular social media in India?
As far as I am concerned, even though there are a plethora of websites available on this contemporary era, such as Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Snapchat, but majority of the people prefer to utilize Instagram because it is quite indispensable for them.
Okay, now let's talk about sports. What sports do you like?
Well, I strongly believe that sports play a part and partial role in every individual's life, and I play a lot of sports such as cricket, badminton, tennis, and many more. But cricket is my favorite sport because when I was in my primary school, that time I used to watch the cricket with my friends.
Where did you learn to play cricket?
Well, actually, when I was a child, that time I used to play cricket with the father, and he has a very good cricket skills.
Okay, did you do some sports when you were young?
As I earlier said, when I was a child, that time I used to watch cricket with my father, and that time I used to play cricket with my friends in a ground which is very prominent in my hometown.
Okay. Do you think children need more exercise nowadays?
Well, according to me, they need more exercises as compared to past because in this contemporary era, with the advancement in technology, people utilize their lot of time on social media websites. That is why believe that children should do some exercises such as yoga, walking, and many more.
Let's talk about birthdays. What do you usually do on your birthday?
Well, first of all, on the morning time, I prefer to visit Gurdwara with my parents, and there I do obeisance with in front of God. And in the evening time, I always prefer to cut cake with my friends because I think it is quite important for me.
Okay. What did you do on your birthday when you were young?
Actually, when I was a child, that time I used to distribute candies among my friends, as well as on the evening time, I cut cake with my parents because that time I thought that it is good for me.
Okay. Do you think it is important for you to celebrate your birthday?
Well, I believe that birthday plays a part and partial role in every children's life. That is why I think that it is quite paramount for me to celebrate my birthday with my parents or sometimes with my bosom buddies.
Whose birthday do you think is the most important to celebrate in India?
As far as I know, the birthday of Mahatma Gandhi is quite integral in my nation because majority of the people prefer to celebrate birthday of Mahatma Gandhi because he is known as the father of my nation.
Okay, now we are moving towards the second part of your speaking exam. This is a cue card part in which you need to speak for at least 2 minutes. You will get 1 minute of extra time to prepare notes on it. This is your paper and your question. You only have a minute to prepare notes. This is your pen. You can make use of the pen and the paper provided. Your time starts now. Yes, your time is up. You may start speaking now.
Well, there is no doubt that in this contemporary era, parks or gardens play a part and partial role in every individual's life because with the assistance of parks, people can visit these places in their leisure time and can do some exercises to keep their body fit as a fiddle. From my childhood to this present time, I have visited plethora of parks with my near and dear ones. Even though sometimes my experience was not up to the mark, but the majority of the time I was on the top of the world. However, today I would like to use this opportunity to shed some light on a park which is quite prominent in my nation. It is none other than Nature Park and it is located in the heart of my city. Honestly speaking, I visit this park almost every day with my brother because it is located strong throw away from my house and I like to do a lot of exercises in this park such as yoga, walking and running and there are a plethora of opportunities available for the individuals such as good walking tracks and gym equipments. Besides this, there is a very beautiful fountain in the middle of the park which also enhances the beauty of this park. Besides this, with the assistance of exercises, I can keep my body fit as a fiddle, and with the assistance of walking, I also reduced my kilogram weight. And I also prefer to walk on grass for few minutes because it is fruitful for my eyes. The serene environment of the park also helps me to concentrate on my studies. When it comes to the question what I feel about this park, honestly speaking, I have nothing to speak ill about it. Even I can say this park is for me like killing two birds with one stone because on the one hand, I always prefer to spend my leisure time in this park with my friends. On the other hand, this park also helps me to keep my body fit and fine.
Okay, can I get the paper back
Yes, ma'am.
and the pen too? Thank you. So we are moving towards the third part of the speaking exam. I shall be asking you certain questions related to the Q card part only, right? Okay. Do young people like you like to go to the parks?
Well, there is no doubt that in this contemporary era, youngsters have monotonous routine because they are quite busy in their daily routine, but in their leisure time, they always prefer to visit parks with their friends because with the assistance of parks, they can do some exercises to keep their body fit and fine, as well as they can play with their friends in the parks.
What do old people like to do in parks?
As far as I am concerned, there are a plethora of activities that elder people can do in parks, such as they can do yoga, running, walking, and many other exercises to keep their body fit as a fiddle. Besides this, they always prefer to spend time with their friends to keep strong bond with their friends because with the assistance of parks, they can spend some time with their friends.
Mhm. What benefits can parks bring to a city?
As far as I am concerned, there are a plethora of benefits that a park can give to a city, such as it can enhance the beauty of a city as well as with the assistance of parks. People can visit in these areas in their leisure time and can do some exercises to keep their body fit as a fiddle. And children always prefer to visit parks to make strong bond with their friends.
What are the benefits of going to park for young people and old people?
According to my perspective, there are a plethora of benefits of going to park for youngsters and elder citizens, such as on the one hand, youngsters can visit park with their friends for doing some exercises. On the other hand, older people also prefer to visit parks to make strong bond with their friends, as well as they also prefer to read some newspapers so that they can enhance their knowledge.
Why do some people like planting flowers?
As far as I know, there are a plethora of reasons behind this phenomenon, but the first and foremost is some people prefer to planting flowers because with the assistance of flowers they can enhance the beauty of their houses. Besides this, some people have a hobby of planting flowers. For instance, my friends Akash always prefer to plant flowers on parks or gardens because it gives him inner satisfaction.
Would you say people should help maintain public parks and gardens?
Definitely, I strongly believe that individuals should help to maintain public parks or gardens because, with the assistance of parks or gardens, they can visit in these areas with their family members to keep strong bond with them. Besides this, children always prefer to visit parks to make strong bond with their friends.
Do you think that there is a lot of pollution in your city?
Well, I strongly believe that the pollution is proliferating at an alarming rate in my nation because in this contemporary era, majority of the people prefer to utilize private vehicle as compared to past, and nowadays that these are cut down by individuals to make accommodation.
What can individuals do at personal level to mitigate the ill effects of pollution?
According to my perspective, there are plethora of action that can be taken by individuals to mitigate the problem of pollution, such as individuals can plant trees or flowers on public parks or gardens. Besides this, person can encourage their near and dear ones to utilize public transport.
Okay. What efforts you take to help reduce the pollution?
Well, as far as I know, I do a lot of efforts to mitigate the problem of pollution, such as I always prefer to my near and dear ones to use public transport because with the assistance of public transport we can reduce pollution, as well as I also encourage them to do not utilize plastic bags because plastic bags put a catastrophic impact on environment, as well as sometimes marine animals such as sea turtles eat plastic bags which puts a detrimental impact on their health.
Do you think that a lot of knowledge is being provided to the children at school about ill effects of pollution?
As far as I am concerned, in this contemporary era, every school prefer to provide knowledge about pollution to their children because with the assistance of a large amount of knowledge about pollution, children can mitigate the impacts of pollution as well as they can
How they
plant
can mitigate the impacts?
because they can with the assistance of their teachers knowledge they can plant some trees and they can encourage their kith and kins to
Okay,
do not
this is the
utilize.
end of your speaking exam.